Hi everyone, my name is Alicia and I am the Research Manager for Cara. In today's video, we'll discuss the details of Cara's data and sample share process. To begin, we'll discuss the data collected by the registry and the samples available for request. Following that, I will provide an overview of the data and sample share process, including recent updates that Cara has implemented. Then Andy, our database administrator at Cara, will guide you through the tutorials on how to place a request and effectively access and revise that request within the member portal. So let's get started. The Cara Registry is the largest ongoing observational registry in North America that collects clinical and patient-reported information about children and young adults with pediatric onset rheumatic diseases. With over 14,000 participants, the registry collects data on various pediatric rheumatic diseases, including juvenile idiopathic arthritis, lupus, juvenile dermatomyositis, and scleroderma. The number of participants in each disease area are described in this graphic. Currently, we have 70 sites collecting data for the registry, with 62 of them holding IRB approval for biosample collection. To date, our registry has recorded over 90,000 clinical visits. In the next slide, we'll go deeper into the data that is collected during these visits. This slide represents a more in-depth look at data collected by registry sites. The registry collects disease activity measures, including physician and patient global assessments, active joint counts, and various calculable scores. The registry captures medication data, including prospective and retrospective medication histories, non-biologic and biologic DMARDs, and systemic glucocorticoids. Additionally, the registry collects data on safety events, including serious adverse events and events of special interest like uveitis. The registry also prioritizes the patient perspective through the collection of patient-reported outcomes, including patient and parent global assessments, pain measures, and other crucial metrics. Cara's biosample collection encompasses plasma, DNA, serum, cells, and RNA, predominantly gathered through our standard biosample collection kits, both spin and non-spin. The accompanying table illustrates the specific tubes included in each kit for easy reference. When investigators initiate a collection cohort, they take the samples they require for their study, leaving the extra samples accessible for request. On the left-hand side, you'll see a list of both legacy and current registry cohorts for which biosamples are currently available. Now that you know more about the Cara data and samples that are available for request, let's delve into the data and sample share process. Accessing Cara's data and biosamples is a benefit of Cara membership, enabling any member to submit a request. However, it's crucial to emphasize the responsible use of these resources, particularly biosamples, which are a finite resource. Therefore, each request undergoes a review process conducted by the Data, Sample, and Publications Committee. In the upcoming slide, I'll delve into what this process looks like. To initiate a request, investigators submit a comprehensive form via Form Assembly. Investigators must also identify the type of request, whether it's a basic data count, data only, samples only, or both data and samples. Prior to submitting a request, investigators should review our request history to explore potential collaborations with fellow Cara members. Investigators will also need to prepare essential materials, such as an up-to-date data dictionary, before submitting a request. Upon receiving a request, I, as the research manager, conduct an administrative review, ensuring that all necessary information is provided, checking for project overlap, confirming that the investigator has an active Cara membership, and reviewing for administrative considerations. Following this, the request undergoes a feasibility review by the Data, Sample, and Publications Committee. This involves at least 3 reviewers, each with a specific focus area. During this phase, you may be asked for additional information or to make revisions to your request, and your prompt response impacts the overall timeline. Following the Data, Sample, and Publications Committee review, depending on the request, the biobank or cohort PI may perform additional reviews. Once a decision is reached, you'll be notified, and if approved, we will request further documentation. This may include a material transfer agreement, a data use agreement, a CARA Terms of Use Agreement, and an IRB approval or exemption letter. Data is typically released a little faster than samples due to existing DUAs with CARA sites, while samples undergo additional reviews which may take more time. After all documentation is received, our teams at Boston Children's and Cincinnati Children's collaborate with you to release the data and samples. Following data and sample sharing, you're obligated to submit progress reports every 6 months until study completion. Additionally, project publications or presentations should be submitted via our publication request form for review by the Data Sample and Publications Committee. In response to valuable member feedback and the identification of pain points, CARA has undergone a transformative process to enhance the data and sample sharing experience. Recognizing the challenges of using two separate systems in the past, which led to confusion among members and redundant form submissions, CARA staff collaborated closely with the Data Sample and Publications Committee, the Translational Research Committee, the Fellows Committee, and Data Warehouse and Biobank staff to improve this process. Our recent efforts have resulted in a centralized data management system that not only streamlines the submission and management of requests, but also addresses specific pain points. The revised data and sample share request form now encompasses data, sample, and data count requests and offers additional guidance and built-in logic for investigators. You can also request letters of support related to your request directly in this form. Reviews have been realigned with CARA's strategic plan and research agenda, focusing on feasibility and introducing logic for questions related to data, samples, and ABC grants to further account for samples in the review process. To further assist members, a dedicated data and sample share page has been added to the member portal, enhancing accessibility and understanding of the process. We'll discuss the updates to the member portal in the upcoming slides. Upon logging into the member portal, you'll notice multiple tabs at the top. Clicking on Data and Sample Share Requests will direct you to the DSPC homepage, offering valuable resources like our Data and Sample Share policy and a link to a step-by-step guide. This centralized hub ensures easy access to essential information, enhancing your understanding of the process. By selecting My Data and Sample Share Request in the member portal, you gain access to your request history. Clicking on a specific request enables you to edit the details and upload any documentation, a feature that Andy will demonstrate shortly in his tutorial. This user-friendly interface provides you with flexibility to manage and revise your request. When you choose Forms on the member portal, you're directed to a page featuring convenient quick links to relevant data and sample share forms. This streamlined approach eliminates the need for extensive searches and ensures easy accessibility to all the forms in one place. Now we'll hand it over to Andy, who will guide you through tutorials on how to place a request and effectively access and revise it within the member portal.
Hello, I'm Andy, your Salesforce administrator here at CARA, and we're going to be going over the new data and sample share requests form. At the top of page 1, you'll see an overview of the form, as well as links to more information about the data and sample share request process as a whole. There's also a feature here, Save My Progress and Resume Later, where you'll be prompted for your email, as well as a password. You can come back and click on this link, and it'll save all your progress. Page 1 features 4 types of requests. Depending on which type of request that you choose, you can see that the logic in the pages changes in order to guide you and help you complete the request. Other questions on page 1 includes why you're completing this request. If it is in support of a CARA intramural grant application, please fill out the information accordingly. And if you're requesting a CARA letter of support, please provide the date that the LOS is requested by. You will also be prompted at the end of the form to upload a document for your draft. Page 2 in the form is where you'll be filling out the contact information for principal investigators and project leads and additional investigators if applicable. For principal investigator information, there's a page here at the bottom to upload your PI NIH biosketch. If the PL is distinct from the PI, Please fill out the information accordingly. If they are not distinct, you will not have to fill out the information. If you do have additional investigators, fill out their information here. You can add up to 5 additional investigators by clicking on Add Another Response at the bottom. On page 3, Study Details is where you will be filling out all the important information regarding your study. We have added character limits as well as word counts to help guide you filling out your request. On page 6 is where you'll fill out your request details. Depending on which dataset you require information from, you can see the applicable disease areas populate. At the bottom, please indicate which sample collection you are requesting. On page 7, you will be filling out your data request details. Please review the chart for more information about de-identified and limited dataset. PHI request type and for zip codes, depending on which choices you've made, there's pre-built-in logic will only let you choose which ones are relevant to the type of request you make. Please also upload your highlighted data dictionary here, as well as let us know which type of data files you'd like to receive. We automatically include R and CSV data files with all requests. On page 8, you'll be filling out the sample request details. There are 5 types of samples you can choose from. If you would like to make more than one type of request, please click on Add Another Response. If you would like to request a sample type that was not listed, please click Yes and then fill out the information accordingly. Other information on this page includes the desired sample time point, demographic requirements, brief description of how the final research data will be shared, number of locations to ship to, and institutions to ship these locations to. On page 9 is where regulatory approvals and attachments will go. If IRB/REB status is applicable to you, please fill out that information here. You can also attach IRB approvals as well as other supporting materials here. If you need to upload more than one file, please click on Add Another Response. Your letter of support draft will also be uploaded here by clicking on Choose File. After you've finished all of your information, please click Submit, or you can save my progress and resume later. After you have successfully submitted your data and sample share request, you'll receive 2 emails from Kara. The first is a copy of your responses in PDF format, and the second is an email to your principal investigator and project lead if applicable, having detailed instructions on how to access your data and sample share request within your member portal. Here we see the member portal homepage, and if you look in this toolbar to the right here, you will see the new data and sample share request tab. Clicking in here will take you to the DSPC home, an overview of the data and sample share request project. There are also 2 other tabs, Forms, which have the data and sample share request form, and the data and sample share progress reports form, and My Data and Sample Share Requests. You will see an overview of all the data and sample share requests that you have submitted in the past, with a created date of when it was submitted, the request name, which is a link to the record itself, your request ID, the type of request, and the principal investigator. In order to see the request details, please click on Data and Sample Share Request Name. Clicking on this will take you to the Request Details page. On the right-hand side, you will see the data and sample share stakeholders, which will include information pertaining to your principal investigator, project lead, and any additional investigators. Files is where any files you uploaded during your request will be stored, as well as an Add Files feature button that'll let you upload any files as needed. Care staff will be notified of files uploaded. Sample request details, if applicable, is where the information pertaining to your sample request is stored, as well as below a data and sample share request history. This will track changes made to your request detail for you to reference. The main part of your request details have been mapped out into 5 different sections. Overview, which is an overview of all the information for your request. Investigator information, your study details, ABC grant details if applicable, as well as sample request details or data request details, depending on the request you have made. In order to edit your data and sample share requests, you have two options. You can click on the pencil icon to the right of any editable fields, or click on the edit button here, which will take you to the editing wizard. Changes made will notify Care's staff to review as needed. There is also a printable view button, which will take you to a table format and allow you to print this page either as a PDF or as a paper copy, depending on your needs.
Thank you for watching this video to learn more about Cara Data and Sample Share. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at research@caragroup.org. Thank you.